Classes started at the University of California, Riverside this month.
But the dream of higher education can be out of reach for many of the 21 million kids wanting to attend college this year.
Thankfully, the benefactors of UCR School of Business are working to do something about that. So Ching, I know that SolarMax is really a great company and they like to give back to the community. And they don't just give back to Riverside, but they give to San Bernardino County as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the program that you've set up for high school students in San Bernardino County?
Sure. I had the privilege of having a meeting with a superintendent from San Bernardino School District. And as I was told a couple of years back that the graduation rate at the San Bernardino region was less than 50%, and it just broke my heart. So we set up a program for San Bernardino School District specifically for those high school kids who were on the edge of able to graduate or not. We felt that we should empower them with some sort of skills. Therefore, we have provided a class, a year-round class, 365 days, to teach the kids what renewable energy is about. Now, the curriculums includes sales and marketing, design and engineering, and as well as the installations and maintenance and services afterwards. And I'm always a believer that if there's one student we can help, it's all worth a while.
So Ching, tell me a little bit about why you hire UCR students as full-time employees after they graduate.
We have indeed hired the students from our internship program, and I believe the statistics shows that kids from UCR are by far the most well-trained students.
So several years ago, you set up a SolarMax scholarship fund to benefit UCR School of Business students. Can you tell me why you decided to do that?
What it really inspired us is that when we were setting our footprints here in Riverside, we visited the surrounding schools. At that time, we were looking for talent recruitments. And we found out that Dean Wen, at the time, was an interim dean from the School of Business. We were so proud of him, therefore we decided to provide him with our support. But later on, I think it was much more than that. We later on found out that our scholarship not only was providing a give back to the community, but yet we become the beneficiaries of our endowment simply because we were able to recruit the best talent, the well-trained students from UC Riverside to our company.
You've been giving to the School of Business for a number of years, and more specifically to the Richman Deloitte Scholarship. Tell us about why this fund is important to you and what inspires you to give.
Well, the idea for the scholarship was to promote undergraduates into getting into the profession of certified public accountancy. And that was my goal. And with the matching funds provided by Deloitte, we were able to achieve a funded scholarship.
Your generosity has been helping students at the UCR School of Business for a number of years. What benefit do you receive?
Psychic income. It's a feel-good question and it's a feel-good answer, so we feel good.
We love helping students. It's just been something in our lives that we believe in giving back.
Well, to almost quantify it, in order to become a CPA, you have to have a college degree. And I was fortunate enough to have a good career, make a reasonable living, and we'd like to see others do the same thing.
So you've been giving to the School of Business since 2005, and more specifically to the Charley and Hsi-Mei Fang Award Endowed Fund. Tell me about this fund and why it's important to you.
I think I just started and I've been very blessed for all my life, even as a child. Was fortunate to be brought over from Taiwan. I was born in Taiwan, came over when I was 9, and I've been blessed all my life. And I was lucky that my family was able to support me through college, but I wanted to do it on my own. So I had 2 jobs in college, and I picked UCR because it was closer to home and our family business. And also I wanted to be able to come home and work at school and try to do everything myself and see how the American kids were doing it. So I wanted to give back to the student that may not be as fortunate as I could have the support of my family, to maybe help them to have an edge on education for the one that could not afford it. So that's the whole process why I started the scholarship.
That's great. For well over 10 years, your generosity has been helping students at the UCR School of Business. What inspires you to continue to give to UCR School of Business?
I always wonder why every business dean, as they transpire, a new dean come in, always seek me out. And I believe my scholarship wasn't grand or in a big amount, but business deans seek me out and come into downtown LA and to speak to me. And that was always kind of, I'm touched. Sorry.
No, that's fine. How did you learn to be philanthropic?
I think you asked me that last time, and I think all through my childhood, I just think like I was very blessed, and my mom was very generous, my parents were very generous, and I see them giving. Our whole family like to give versus receive. I think we get more pleasure out of that. I think by giving out scholarship, I get to control how I like to help people. We obviously donate to a lot of foundation, but once you donate the money, we lose control what they do with our money. I like to encourage people to do more scholarship because you could now help students however you want to set it up. So you could get to control how your wealth is spent and to promote better education for our society. And these are our next generation. I think education is important.
The fellowship helps offset a lot of costs that I wouldn't be able to afford on my own. As a working professional, I had to do a lot of it on my own. So the aid really does help, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be at UCR.
I'm a first-generation college student, and I want to break the cycle of not reaching higher education.
I work part-time at UCR Human Resources, but because of their financial assistance, I'm able to focus in school and still be involved in the program.
You know, it's a way to achieve my dreams. I started my MBA thinking that I needed to move into the world of finance to be able to get better at what I want to do in the long term. That dream can never be realized if I can't, meet the tuition requirement. And with the help of the fellowship aid, it helped me get closer to my dream.
I do have a part-time job at the graduate business office, but what really releases financial burden off my shoulders is the scholarships I receive from the University of California, Riverside.
I always knew I wanted to get my MBA, but never thought I'd have the means to do so. Thanks to the financial support I received, I've been able to pursue this opportunity and achieve my educational goals.
The fellowship that I received, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna call it as it is. It's a blessing, because without it, I wouldn't be able to achieve my goal that I've set for myself. And again, I thank you very much.